let us test one more problem. Test the consistency of equations. If possible, solve them. So you also need to solve and find the solution. So you need to test the consistency. You also need to solve the problem. Okay. So by looking at the equations, write directly AB. Can you write directly? What is AB? How many equations are there? There are 4 equations. How many unknowns are there? There are 3 unknowns. What are they? X, Y, Z. Write the coefficients of x, y, z from first equation. Write the coefficients of x, y, z from the first equation. 1, 2, minus 1. What is the constant in the first equation? You write it here, 3. Similarly, you write coefficients and constant from equation 2. 3, minus 1, 2, and constant is 1. Similarly, from third equation, 2, minus 2, 3, 2. And fourth equation, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1. This is the separation. First 3 columns represents matrix A, and if you combine the fourth column also, it represents matrix AB, augmented matrix. Okay. Now reduce this into echelon form and find the rank of A and find rank of AB. And what is added extra here? If possible, solve. So if it is consistent, you also find the solution. If it is consistent, you also find the solution. What are the principal diagonal elements here? 1, minus 1, 3, minus 1. So we want to use those principal diagonal elements and reduce the elements below principal diagonal into zeros. This is your augmented matrix. Now we are reducing it into echelon form by using elementary row operations. Using the first principal diagonal element, I want to convert the elements in the other rows which are in first position into zeros. So we are using same first principal diagonal element which is in R1. So using R1, we are reducing R2, R3, R4. So we can write and apply simultaneously because all the 3 rows are being changed by R1 only. Only R1 is used to change other all. So we can write them all together. We can apply all them together. We can apply all of them together. R2 implies R2 minus 3R1. R3 implies R3 minus 2R1. R4 implies R4 minus R1. So how you are deciding these row operations? We are using this 1 and we want to reduce the below elements into zeros. So based on them, we are deciding these row operations. Here 3 is there. In order to reduce into 0, 3 minus 3 becomes 0. So I am multiplying 3 R1, multiplying R1 with 3. Similarly, here 2 is there. To reduce this element into 0, I need 2 minus 2. So I am multiplying 2 here. 1 minus 1, 0, like that, okay? So if I apply these row operations, augmented matrix reduces into, so first row no change, 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Remaining rows 3 minus 3, 0, minus 1, minus 6, minus 7. So I am multiplying first row with 3. This will be minus 3 and I am subtracting plus 3. 2 plus 3 becomes 5. Minus 9, 1 minus 9. Similarly, I am multiplying first row with 2 and subtracting from R3. See here, R3 implies R3 minus 2R1. So this is R3. I am multiplying this with 2 and then subtract. 2 minus 2, 0. Minus 2 is here. I am multiplying with 2 here. 2 into 2, 4. I am subtracting. So minus 4, minus 2. Minus 2, minus 4, minus 6. Multiplying here with 2. Minus 2 it becomes. I am subtracting. So minus of minus 2 becomes plus 2. 3 plus 2. 5. Here it is 2 and I am multiplying this with 2. So 3 into 2 becomes 6. Subtracting, so minus 6, 2 minus 6. If needed, you do rough work, okay. R4 minus R1, 0, minus 1 minus 2. Minus 3, 1 minus of minus 1, plus 2, minus 1 minus 3, minus 4. After applying the row operations, we reduced the elements in the first positions of each row into zeros. Now the resultant matrix is like this. Now we want to make the elements of the rows which are in second position into zeros. Not all, only the elements which are below the diagonal element, because we want to reduce the matrix AB into echelon form. See here, second row diagonal element is minus 7. We want to use the second diagonal element in R2 minus 7 and reduce the elements which are below to it into zeros. So we want to reduce minus 6 in third row, minus 3 in fourth row into zeros. For that what we are going to use? We are using R2. So what row operations we need to apply? Let us see. R3 changes into, what I want to do is, I want to make this position into 0. Here 6 is there, here 7 is there. So cross multiply the rows. That means I am multiplying R2 with 6 and I am multiplying R3 with 7. So when I do that, 6R2 becomes so 6 times of R2 becomes, I am omitting 0, let us write 0 also, no issue. 6 times of R2, 6 into 0, 6 into minus 7, 6 into 5, 6 into 8. So 7 times of R3, 0, minus 42, 30, no, we are multiplying 7 times, 35 minus 28. So, now the question is whether to add them or to subtract them. We will subtract. So, what I will get? 0 minus 0, minus 42, minus of minus 42, plus 42. 30 minus 35. Minus 48 plus 28. So, I am applying R3 implies 6R2 minus 7R3. Similarly, R4 changes into see what is the first element, what is the second element of the R4? Minus 3. What is the second diagonal element? Minus 7. So, we have to use minus 7 and make the position minus 3 into 0. So, what is the suitable row operation? So, again cross multiply the rows with numbers. So, what do you mean by cross multiplying? Multiply second row with 3. 3R2 and multiply fourth row with a 7. What I will get? 3 times of R2, 0, minus 21, 15, minus 24. Similarly, 7 times of R4, 0, minus 21, 14 and minus 28. What we want to do? Whether we have to add or we have to subtract? We have to subtract. So, when I subtract, I will get 0 minus 0, 0, minus 21, this becomes plus 21, 0, 15 minus 14, 1, minus 24 plus 28, 4. So, I am applying second row operation. R4 tends to 3R2 minus 7R4. This reduces AB into see we are changing R3, R4. So, there is no change in R1 and R2. So, we write them as it is 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 0, minus 7, 5, minus 8. R3 is a 0, 0, minus 5, minus 20. R4 is 0, 0, 1, 4. What is our aim? Our aim is to reduce the augmented matrix into echelon form. Is this matrix in echelon form? No. we want to change one more element into 0. What is that element? This element I want to convert into 0. Okay. For that, we will apply again row operations. Now, we want to reduce 1 in the fourth row into 0. So, for that, we apply the row operation. It is in fourth row. So, R4 changes into, I want to use a third diagonal element because 1 is in the third position of the row. As 1 is in the third position of row, I want to use third diagonal element which is minus 5. In this matrix, minus 5 is the third diagonal element. So, use R3. So, what is the best way? 5R4. If I multiply R4 with 5, I will get plus 5 here. Add R3. So, when I apply that row operation, I will get, so only fourth row is changing, first 3 rows as it is, 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Second row same, 0, minus 7, 5, minus 8. Third row also no change. Minus 5, minus 20. Fourth row changes now. So, you are multiplying fourth row with 5. So, 1 becomes 5, 4 becomes 20. And when you are subtracting from R3, you will get zeros. So, all the elements of the fourth row are becoming 0. So, now the resultant matrix is in echelon form and this is the what we require. After reducing the augmented matrix into echelon form, we have to discuss about the rank of A, rank of AB, number of variables. Okay. So, what is rank of A? In this matrix, first 3 columns if you consider, they constitute matrix A, and for that matrix we have added B. So, if you only consider the first 3 columns and find the rank of A, then the number of non-zero rows in the first 3 columns, number of non-zero rows are 3. So, rank of A becomes 3. So, when you are considering only first 3 columns, we are considering about A has rank 3. Now, you also include the fourth column and as a whole matrix together, AB has how many non-zero rows? The matrix AB has how many non-zero rows? It has 3 non-zero rows. Because all the elements of the last row became 0, even in AB also. So, rank of A is 3, rank of AB also 3, and also here number of variables n equals to 3. So, all are equal. Rank of A equals to rank of AB equals to number of variables. So, what is the result? Is this system having a solution or is this system not having a solution? Is the system consistent or inconsistent? Is the solution unique or it has infinitely many solutions? Check the criteria and tell me the answer. Okay. Since rank of A equals to rank of AB, the system is consistent, it has solution. And this rank is also equals to number of variables, the system has unique solution. You have to write it. System has unique solution. Given system has unique solution. Since rank of A equals to rank of AB equals to number of variables, given system has unique solution. So, now can we find the solution of the given system? Okay. can we find solution of the given system? Yes, we can. How? We will see now. So, we will find the solution of the present system after knowing that it has unique solution. For that, what we have to do? For that, we have to write the reduced matrix into system of equations. Actual system of equations are written in matrix form. After writing them in matrix form, the augmented matrix is reduced into echelon form. Then we decided whether system is consistent or not. After completing this, if you want to solve the system, you have to convert reduced augmented matrix, that means this matrix, back into system of equations. So we want to reduce this system of equation, this into system of equations. So we write this matrix again and then we write the corresponding equations and then we solve them. Okay. So what is this matrix? 1, 2, minus 1, 3. The reduced augmented matrix is 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 0, minus 7, 5, minus 8, 0, 0, minus 5, minus 20, all zeros. These three columns constitute matrix A and this is constant matrix. This is column, these three columns constitute matrix A, this is matrix B. Now when you write them back into system of equations, we will get 1 into x, x plus 2 into y, 2y minus z equals to 3. Second equation becomes 0 into x, 0, no need to write, 0 into x, 0, no need to write, 7 into y, minus 7y plus 5z equals to minus 8. Third row if you see, and if you write it in equation form, you will get 0x plus 0y, no need to write zeros, minus 5z equals to minus 20. Now, last row 0 equals to 0, no need to write. Okay. We call a method back substitution method, which we use here to find values of x, y, z variables. So from the last equation, what is the z value? So from the last equation you can write z equals to minus 20 divided by minus 5, which means 4. After knowing z value is 4, substitute in the second equation, and from the second equation you can write 7y equals to 5z plus 8. So what is z? You already calculated z as 4. 5 into z, 20 plus 8, 28. So y becomes 28 by 7 means 4. And back substitute z and y values in first equation. What is first equation? X plus 2y minus z equals to 3. From that you can write x equals to 3 plus z minus 2y, that is equals to z is 4 minus 2 into y, 2 into 4. So if you substitute that, answer is minus 1. So therefore, the unique solution for the given system is x equals to -1, y equals to 4, z equals to 4. This completes our problem. This completes our problem. Okay. So we have seen how to test the consistency of a given system of equations, and if it has a solution, how to find the solution in the last two problems.